What's up, guys? Welcome to Instant Film Friday. First off, sorry for all the noise outside. If you guys can hear talking and or pounding or that kind of stuff, they're doing construction outside my window and I really wanted to film in this location. So if you guys can hear that, that is why. If not, disregard that disclaimer. So this is going to be less of a video about my underwater housing and more of like an update video and a how-to video. That being said, the reason why that is going to be the case is because my SX-70 is actually not usable right now. I made the mistake of not planning it well and it is actually still drying. I will update you on that in a sec, but this is just going to be more of a how-to video of something I wanted to share with you guys that you might be able to use in your instant photography life. First off, huge shout out to my friend Grace Jack. Happy birthday. Today is her birthday and she actually gave me the idea for this episode. In one of my previous videos, I showed you guys what I did with my used up film cartridges, and that is something like this. This is my mom and my niece. I reuse film cartridges and make little frames, and they make really good gifts. They stand on their own, you can hang them up, and they eliminate waste in the landfill, so I'm all about that. So if you guys are conscious about not wanting to throw a lot of stuff away, that is a good way to use them. But the topic came up the other day when my friend Grace asked me what I did with the pictures I take and how I stored them and archived them. I do a bit of putting them in albums, but as you can imagine, I take a lot of pictures and that's just not feasible. So I wanted to show you another cool trick that you can use to store your pictures. And I will show you that in a sec. As you can see, this is an Instax mini film cartridge that I gutted, and this is a Polaroid I-type film cartridge, but it also works with regular Polaroid film that I gutted as well, and I will show you how and why I do that. So first off, why I do that. So when you gut them out like this, you can actually take pictures and store them. Ooh, as I drop a couple, you can store them on the inside, and then what I do is I stack all these in like a shoebox, so they make a really cool storage container for your pictures that you don't want in an album. So they fit maybe 12 to 15 of these Polaroids in these empty film cartridges. So that is what I do with that. Much like the same thing with Instax film, you just drop them in and they make cool little holders that protect the pictures. You can get probably, again, 10 to 15 pictures in these Instax cartridges. So I will show you how I do that. With the Polaroid ones, I don't have an unused Polaroid cartridge that I did not already gut out. So the concept is the same. You're just going to have to apply that to the Polaroid film cartridge. So you're going to take your used cartridge. This is an Instax mini cartridge. You're going to take your fingers and you're going to push into the little slot where it says not to push when you normally have film in there. And this is going to fall out. You're going to want to just toss that. And then on the top, you'll see that there's the film flap and a little piece of plastic. And you're just going to want to stick your fingers on the inside and push. And you should hear a pop. The plastic will break away. Ooh, and that went flying. I was not expecting that. This one actually came out pretty well. As you can see, the edges are clean. Sometimes you get a little bit of plastic that you're going to want to clean up. So what I do is I take a multi-tool and I just use the pliers and clean it up and just discard the extra. But as you can see, it's super simple, easy to do, and you have yourself a nice way to store your pictures. If you're not going to be using them for frames like I did with this one, this is a good way to not throw your film cartridges in a landfill, and it's a good way to store them to protect them if you're not going to put them in an album. So I hope that helps you guys. I hope that you guys can use that to store your film, your exposed pictures, because who doesn't want to help Mother Nature by not putting stuff in the landfills? Thank you, Grace, for suggesting that. I'm going to store those. I just wanted to show you guys that. Now on to the update of the SX-70. As you can see, It is fully done. I took off the leather. I put new leather on, and it came out really, really great. I can open it, and the SX-70 looks pretty snazzy with the burgundy leather that I bought. It took a little while. The glue is still drying. It needs to cure for 3 days, and then I'll be able to use it. So that's why I'm not really touching the leather all that much. But I put the film shield, aka frog tongue, on it, so when the pictures develop, they can stay dark for a few seconds. But as far as the SX-70 project, it's done. My next step is to wait for it to dry, get the film in, and I will be taking a few test shots. And then the big thing you guys have been waiting for is I'm gonna toss it in the underwater housing and try taking a picture in water. So stay tuned for that. But yeah, pretty short episode this week. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like I said, hopefully my little how-to tip helps you guys out. I will link the video in one of the cards as far as showing you guys how to put pictures in as a frame, because that is also really fun to do, and they make great gifts. So I'll talk to you guys next week. Till next time, like this video, subscribe if you haven't yet. Live life instantly.